Hey Scorpio, thank you for stopping by. I hope this video finds you all well. Okay, Scorpio, let me get into your energy, you and your partner, the energy of this time. This could be anyone that you're thinking of, anyone you dealt with in the recent past. It could be a past lover, an ex, someone that you're currently dating or talking to. Okay, this is for the sign of Scorpio again, sun, moon, rising, ascending. Keep in mind the energy is interchangeable, so feel free to switch the roles if it makes more sense to you. We got the bookshelf, okay? Karmic lesson. So someone got something to learn here, right? We associate books with being educated. So it looks like you guys have a lot to learn, okay, on this journey. I know you guys don't like to hear that, but you know, there's no twin flame journey without learning about yourself, loving yourself, learning about what you want, your needs, your expectations. There's a lot to be learned, but there's also some lessons here. Some of you guys may be in separation from your person because there was some karma here, some karmic debt that had to be paid off, okay? So that's for some of you guys, the bookshelf is here. We also got the scissors, snip, snip, snip. Okay, cutting out. So it's like the Three of Swords. Something here got cut out, okay? I feel some of you guys, you cut this person out of your life, okay? You're working on cutting ties. Some of you guys, maybe you're doing some cord cutting, all right? Because you feel so tied to this person. Well, I'm just gonna put you in on it. You know what? You can try to cut all you want. You're dealing with your twin flame. If you and truly are dealing with your twin flame, you cannot easily cut that person out of your life. You just can't. Okay, they're gonna come right back. So you guys may have been trying to disconnect from your person, detach. Some of you guys, I'm getting, they could have been someone who was, all of a sudden, they tried to cut you out. They tried to run away. They tried to get rid of you. Yeah. They can do it all they want. You ain't going anywhere either. You guys are living through each other. You guys have met for a reason. You're twin flames, okay? There is some big lessons that you're learning through each other, okay? They were put on this earth, okay, in this particular time period for you guys to meet, to come together, and to learn and lesson, okay? What else do we need to know? Race car, reckless, impulsive, immature. Some of you guys are dealing with a very immature lover, okay? Very immature. Maybe they were very young-minded. They didn't have to be younger than you, okay? They could have been grown, okay? Grown woman, grown man. But I'm getting that the way they acted was very reckless, very impulsive. They didn't really think about some of the things they did, okay? And I feel some of you guys are dealing with someone who may have said some things that were very mean and hurtful. And I'm getting it just, they just went off in the mouth, okay? But also you're dealing with perhaps someone here who just were engaged with people who weren't good for them. I'm getting, they kept the wrong people around, friends, okay? Lovers. All right, we also have dark black shades, okay? So your person has always been very discreet. Some of you guys are dealing with someone who likes to kind of, you know, keep things on a wrap. They like to be very mysterious, incognito, okay? So, you know, I think some of you guys, with that incognito energy, this is someone who may also not really show their true self or their true feelings. You could have been dealing with someone who was, you know, very emotionally immature. They weren't really able to express things to you, okay? You were always trying to figure out, well, how does this person think? How do they feel about me? You didn't know because, well, they didn't really say anything, right? They didn't really express. So this is someone who may have had some issues with self-expression, with being vulnerable, with, you know, being emotionally available, okay? Let's get a few more cards here. We got the flashlight, okay, clarity, discovery, investigation. So some of you guys, in this energy, some of you guys, it's like the Page of Swords energy. You're learning a lot about yourself. Maybe you're investigating. Maybe you guys, I feel some of you guys are really trying to find out what was this person really up to? Why did they do the things they do? Why did they abandon you? Why did they completely just leave you out in the cold? So you guys may have been doing a lot of investigating, especially if you couldn't get the answers from this person. And I think right now you guys are in that energy of learning, discovering, like self-discovery, spiritually being awakened. There's a lot of answers, there's clarity coming to you. And even if it's not from this person, a lot of you guys are getting clarity through tarot readings, right? That's how you heal. That's how you get your insight. Some of you guys, that's how spirit talks to you, okay? That's how spirit talks to you through tarot readers and everything. That's how, we channel messages. And so a lot of you guys, you are with that flashlight energy, there's something being illuminated. There's light, okay? You're starting to see things. You're starting to understand why perhaps you met this person, why perhaps, you guys were chosen. Oops. Okay. Got the card that fell out. We have the leather belt. Okay, we got a strong masculine type energy here. They didn't want to be tied down. We got someone who was afraid to be tied down, maybe afraid to be in a commitment, afraid to have to be restricted. I'm getting your person didn't want to be exclusive, or maybe they had some serious commitment issues, okay? And some of you guys, you felt like you had to cut ties because you may have wanted more. Some of you guys with the severing ties, it could have been like a Three of Swords, third party type of energy. And you guys wanted more from your person. You wanted something solid. You wanted something secure. And I feel like your person, they didn't want that. They didn't want to have any boundaries. They didn't want any, they didn't want to have someone telling them what to do. They kind of wanted to do whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted, right? Engage in reckless activity, be out late, have many different lovers, okay? I'm just getting this is someone who definitely they just wanted to be their free self, okay? They wanted to just do things how they wanted to do it. Okay, and maybe even engaging in a lot of risky behavior with that reckless, impulsive energy. I mean, I feel a lot of you guys, I'm just not using protection type of energy and, going out and drugs, alcohol, that stuff, okay? Okay, so we got the suitcase energy. Some of you guys, you packed your bag and you left, okay? Some of you guys, you had to escape this type of person, all right? There was baggage, emotional baggage. There's someone, this is someone who really caused you a lot of hurt, a lot of stress. I feel dealing with this person, it brought a lot of conflict to your life. And, some of you guys, I feel like you had to just let it go. You had to walk away. Some of you guys, you may have lived with this person for some time. You had to literally pack your bags, get your bags together, and move out. Let it go. Okay, escape this whole connection. Some of you guys, they could have had that suitcase energy where all of a sudden they just escaped. They just decided, you know what, I'm not going to show up. You went to work, you came back, and they were gone. That's the energy I'm feeling. It happened very, very sudden. I'm getting this is someone who also escapes from being their true self, okay? There's an escapism energy. They didn't want to be their true self with you, or they hid things from you. Any of the messages? Okay, we got the Nike sneakers, okay? Some of you guys work at Nike. Runner chaser. Someone was running, the other person was doing the chasing, okay? So your person could have been the person that was avoiding something, they were dodging. Some of you guys, you wanted to find answers about a situation here and they just never responded. They changed the subject. Right? We got the runner chaser. So someone was literally chasing the other person. Okay, and I feel a lot of you guys, you perhaps were the chaser, right? And they were running away. They were trying to avoid the situation here altogether. We got the clouds, okay? Clouds, fog, haze, confusion. You didn't know where you standed with this person. Something was foggy, right? You didn't know where things were going. You couldn't see, you saw a future with this person, but as some of you guys, your head was in the clouds. That's what I'm getting. Your head was in the clouds because this person never really told you they wanted that. You saw that. You visioned perhaps a family, a home, all those beautiful things, a white picket fence. But some of you guys, you were in the clouds. You were wishful thinking is what I'm hearing. Okay? But this person never really gave you that clarity. They left you in this place of confusion. There was haze around it. You couldn't see straight. You didn't really know where things were going. Right? You didn't see the path because this person never really told you what the path was. Okay? All right, so let's see. I'm going to look a little bit more. That was from the Sacred Signs and Symbols. This is on my Etsy shop for those of you guys who are interested, okay? All my oracle decks are very small, guys. I have small hands, so I like my decks small. So if you also like small decks, check me out. Okay, we got loneliness. Loneliness. This person is afraid to now be alone. Now they're realizing that now that you guys are separated, now they're alone. Now they're by themselves. That Five of Pentacles, they're feeling at a lack. They're feeling lost in the world. They don't have the person that they love the most. They're missing companionship. They're missing talking to you. They're missing the things you guys did with each other. So now they feel alone, right? With that loneliness energy. Okay, let's see what else we need to know. Honesty. Wow. So now your person wants to be honest about something, right? Before they were dodging a bullet, they were avoiding you, right? They kind of just, disconnected. They detached from you. They didn't want to give you the answers. Now they want to be honest. Now they know that if they were just honest, they could have avoided a lot of this, okay? A lot of the drama. They could have avoided this, the feelings that they're going through now, right? So a lot of you guys, your person is now feeling like, wow, I should be honest. I should really tell my person how I'm feeling or what happened, okay? Because they were dodging the bullet, right? They were literally avoiding certain situations here with you. We got the surrender card. I love it when the surrender card comes out in my twin flame readings. It's just a reminder that what you got to do, you just have to surrender. You have to surrender. And this is something here that your person had a difficult time doing. Surrendering to the connection, just giving in, letting things flow. Okay, if they loved you, just go with the flow. Don't resist it. Don't run away from it. Don't overthink it. So a lot of you guys right now, Spirit is also telling you to surrender. Now you guys are having a difficult time surrendering. Okay? Releasing the control over the situation. You can't change this person. You can't make them come back right now. But you got to let them do the work. Because there is some work that has to be done. Okay, let them sit their butt up in the library, okay, and read some damn books because we got some karmic lessons here. Okay, so now they're doing some learning, but you guys have to surrender. That is your job. That is your job. You have to surrender to the connection. Why? Because it's necessary, because you can't change the situation. Now we got the balance card. Okay, balance is being restored in the connection where there wasn't any, right? There was imbalances for sure. You gave too much and they gave just too little, right? This was not reciprocated. It don't work like that. it can't work like that. So there's balance being restored. Your person's becoming more aware that perhaps they need to they needed to do more. They needed to give more. If you were of value to them, if you were worth something to them, they would offer more, right? They wouldn't give you just scraps. They wouldn't give you leftovers, right? They wouldn't put you second or give you literally, they wouldn't put everyone else before you, okay? We got the Judgment. Your person wants to make a judgment call, making a decision, okay? Some kind of finality about where things stand right now, because it looks like you guys, obviously you're separated. There hasn't been much happening perhaps, right? But I see that your person wants to make a decision. So let's see what tarot wants to tell us about the connection, okay? If this resonates with you guys, please do like, share, and comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it greatly. I am open for personal readings. Also, I will link the description to, I will link in the description box to the bonus readings for all the zodiac signs. So as you know, I have a main channel called Serendipity Tarot, and I do extended bonus readings, and I just uploaded those for March 10th through the 20th, and that really is going to look at your person's energy. So whoever you're dealing with, your twin, their sun, the moon, the rising, go ahead and check out the bonus reading, because it can give you more insight as to how your person's feeling. It's not just for twin flames. It's not just for, so it's for everyone. So check out the bonus reading. How does your person feel for your person, for your twin, okay? And it's from March 10th through the 20th. It's going to look at their energy a little bit deeper. How are they feeling? What's in their emotions and feelings that they're not saying? How do they want to move forward, and what's going on behind the scenes? I also have the outcome, the unrevealed thoughts and secrets of your person, and what spirit wants you to know, okay? Right now, to bring in love and abundance into your life, okay? So do check that out. I will link it in the description box for all the signs, okay? So yeah, look at that. Your person's feeling left out in the cold. Now they're feeling at a loss. They're feeling lonely, right? This is the energy of feeling lonely. I'm by myself. What do I do now? I scared off someone who I love the most. I sabotage this beautiful connection. What do I do? So now your person's alone. Now they're feeling at a loss. Now they're in despair. They don't know who to talk to. Who do I run to? Right? And we got the Two of Swords in reverse. So now they want to get out of their head. Now they wish that they had told the truth, right? Before, they felt like telling the truth would make things worse. Telling the truth would hurt this connection even more. But no, now they're realizing that they should have been honest, right? Now they're seeing it. And that could have caused the imbalance here. We got the balance beam right on her arm, that tattoo. So I feel like, your person is, they want to be honest now, but they're also stuck in their head. They're stuck in their head. They're feeling lost. They're feeling like, I don't even know how to move forward anymore. I'm stuck. What do I do? Why is the surrender card here? 5. Okay, the King of Pentacles and the Wheel in reverse. So your person, it could be in this King of Pentacles energy where they want to do the right thing. They want to have some kind of stability in their life. They want companionship. They want commitment. They want something real, long term. However, they've been making the wrong mistakes. They've been making mistakes. They've been stuck in patterns or revisiting past situations or not being able to close out cycles. That wheel in the verse is telling me they've been causing these misfortunes in their life. They've been causing things to not be able to move in the right direction. So your person, it looks like they're trying to get themselves together with the King of Pentacles. It could be a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. They may be working on their stability, working on their home, their business, their career, going back to school. That's what that King of Pentacles is about, because it's in hope of finding stability in their life once and for all, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. We also have balance right next to it. So again, they want balance in their life. They want stability, okay? What else do we need to know? Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. So now your person's doing a lot of thinking. This is the energy of looking back on their investments, looking back on, what they had with you, what this connection mean to them. And they feel like they've lost out because there was seeds that were planted here. Something had the potential to grow, to be very stable and long lasting. And now they're seeing that, they really ruined this opportunity. So with the Judgment, we have the Page of Swords. So it looks like your person is still watching you. They may be doing this investigation, looking at you, watching you from a distance, not saying anything, acting all incognito, right? Acting as if, playing it off like they're not really interested, but they are, because clearly, this Page of Swords is all about interest and being inquisitive. They're very curious as to what you're going through right now, what you're dealing with, who you're involved with. They very much care. They're very, very much interested. Okay, so they're definitely watching you from afar. Now, we're going to get some... I'm going to get some romance angels, and then I'm going to finish off this reading with the unspoken love messages, okay? All right. Heart-to-heart conversations. Now, it came out in reverse. So your person is fearing on having a heart-to-heart conversation with you. They know that you guys need to talk, right? But they can't be honest, right? It says honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And that's what they struggled with. We got the Two of Swords. They're struggling on being honest right now. They're stuck. They can't be honest with you just yet. So heart-to-heart conversations came out in a verse because they want to be honest. They want to have a heart-to-heart conversation, but they can't. They're not ready to just be honest yet, okay? So that is what's going on. Let's see what else we need to know. What is happening? Healing family issues. So your person has some serious family issues here. Could have been something here way before they met you. Could have been some mommy, daddy issues. Could have been abandonment. Could have been lack of love from their parent. Okay? Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So some of you guys, they have to forgive their parents. They have to forgive their guardian, someone that raised them when they were a child, because that is affecting their ability to love. Okay? They're not able to love because they perhaps wasn't given the proper love when they were growing up. Okay? Okay. Got two cards here. Trust and deception. Oh, yeah. So your person has some serious trust issues, right? They have trust issues. They don't trust love. That could have been the reason as to why they ran away from this connection, why, they act very immature and reckless, because they don't look at as love as being worth anything to them. They feel like love is unkind and cruel and mean, and so they don't trust people. They don't trust love, right? How crazy does that sound? But it's true. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Some of you guys, you're learning to have trust in the process, trust in the whole twin flame journey, because we all know it ain't easy, right? So you guys, the message for you is to trust the process. Trust that eventually this person will get it together. They will, they got some lessons to learn, okay? But like I said, keep their little butt in the library until they learn their lesson, okay? You don't need them just yet. We also have the deception card, okay? So this talks about your person wearing a false mask, right? They didn't want to be seen. They were, that's why they hid things. They were incognito. They got their black shades on, right? Dark black shades on. They didn't want you to see. They didn't want you to know. They hid things. So someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So that's your person. We all know that. All right, so that is what I have for you guys. I'm going to get the unspoken love messages. This is the soulmates and separation. This is on my Etsy shop. You guys have seen this before. Check it out if you're interested. All right, let's see. My twins. What is going on with your twin? Okay. The distance between us is killing me, okay? Yeah, Five of Pentacles in reverse. They're at a lack without you. They're missing you, okay? They're lonely. This is the energy of being lonely, being alone. So this person has no one in their life right now. Or even if they do, yeah, they're still alone. They're realizing that they're still alone, because they don't have love in their life. That's the problem, okay? We also have, I wasn't ready for what you were offering, okay? You gave them everything, right? On a platter, you gave them love, you gave them affection, you gave them nurturing energy, you gave them support. They wasn't ready for that. So what do? They threw it out, right? You wasn't looking, they threw it out in the garbage. Ooh, card that fell out. What fell out, Spirit? What is this? Judgment. Look at that. They want to make a decision. They want to make a decision to turn this around. Judgment. I'm making the decision once and for all. They're going to be getting themselves together because they're thinking, they're reflecting. They want to be this King of Pentacles for you. They want to be committed. They want to be supportive of you. They want to be your caretaker, your provider. They want to do right by you. So they are making a decision. Any more messages? I'm afraid that it's too late to turn around, but that's the problem, right? Because they did so much damage. Now they're afraid to turn around and make it right with you. They don't know how to make it right because they ruined things so bad, right? Now they're stuck in a rabbit hole. I'm feeling emotionally void without you, okay? I'm feeling emotionally void without you. Look at that. Lonely. Now, they couldn't give you their emotions. They couldn't express. Now they're feeling emotionally void. Now they're at a loss. What are the messages we have here, please, Spirit? Oops. Sorry, I did not see your value and worth when we were together. So this person just overlooked you. Right? They just cut you out easily, like you were of no value to them. Right? They didn't see your worth. They didn't see everything that you had to offer. But now they want to be honest because they were playing themselves. They deceived themselves. There was love here. They deceived their own self. So now they're caught. Now they're feeling left out and they're alone and neglected and abandoned. Foolish. Wow, I'm not taking all those cards here. Let's get 2 more cards. Okay. I was dishonest. Yup. Didn't we say that? That's the big thing with this person. They were very dishonest with you. I was dishonest with you and myself. I lived one big lie. This person lied. They lied. Oh, I didn't care about you. Oh, you mean nothing. Oh, I don't have feelings. Oh, whatever. Yeah. We know. We know. You're wearing a false mask. You're wearing those dark black shades. You know you're very dishonest. Deception. You will always have a special place in my heart no one else can fill. That's the truth, right? This is the truth. You will always have a special place in my heart nobody else can fill. So you guys, I love you, okay? I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate your love and support of my channel. And again, I will leave the links in the description box for the decks that I've used today, as well as the bonus reading, How Does Your Person Feel? Your twin, all that for the sign. So check out the sign, whoever you're dealing with, okay? Not your sign. Check out the sign of the person you're dealing with, okay? So if you're dealing with a Pisces, go ahead and check the Pisces bonus reading, okay? Or you can check your reading as well. You can do both. I mean, it's up to you guys, but actually, you probably should check your own reading. I'm sorry, I said it the other way. So whatever your sign is, you check that bonus reading. Okay, guys. Have a beautiful day. All right, take care.